Good morning, good morning, good afternoon, rather.
Good afternoon.
No, how you doing today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Doing absolutely amazing.
Beautiful. Amazing. So what we cooking today?
Just doing some acquisitions. So I'm actually just gonna be looking for those buyers that we have. So
Gotcha.
yeah, just basically kind of tuning in and just doing some acquisitions. We're gonna be doing some comping and you know, seeing what we can locate.
Some good ones. Gotcha.
Yep,
Gotcha.
yep. Um So yeah,
Is
let's
anyone else on the call? No, it's
nope,
just us.
just us, just us.
All right.
Yeah, everybody else is I guess they preoccupied or busy. But yeah, and today, and even if you had some other things going on, Grace, feel free because I'm just gonna be basically just doing some acquisitions, finding some buyers and everything. And if you all had any questions, like if you had a question about any properties that you were working on, we could talk about it now, or if anybody else chimes in, I can kind of work with them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I am. All right. Perfect.
Let's see. Yeah, so I'm wanting to find so this guy right here, this Adam Cunningham, where he's looking for the Fayetteville, Peachtree City, and Smyrna. I'm basically um I'm basically kind of prioritizing him first because he was my last buyer, like my last recent buyer. And then I'm prioritizing this guy second because he's a new buyer that hasn't bought yet, but he's ready to purchase. And then him third, because I haven't sold to him in a while. And then also he's looking for different product. He's looking for land or basically tear down properties. So I'll kind of look for him some properties last basically.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. Yep. See. What I did want to do is I actually need to call a lot of these I actually need to call a lot of these agents back to tell you the truth.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. Because I've put out a bunch of offers and I started calling them yesterday. And so let's see if I can get back on that same track. I need some shade though. Let me give me a quick second. Let me try to move to a shaded area.
You
I'm in
got it.
this. Yep, 1 second.
Good afternoon, Miss Angelica.
Hello, how you doing? Sorry that I'm running behind here.
You're good. You're good.
Uh-oh. What happened here? Hold on. Can't hear nothing.
You don't hear? Do you hear me,
Say
Miss
something?
Angelica?
Okay, I got
Can
you.
you?
Thank you.
You got me? Okay.
hmm Is it Shari on the line?
Yeah, he went to he's changing locations. He says looking for some shade right now. Um, so what he's actively doing is he's gonna start calling some of the agents as he found some properties. So he's gonna follow up on those.
Oh, cool.
So I'm just waiting for him to get back on the line.
Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome.
How are you feeling today, Miss Angelica?
I'm feeling a lot better than I did the other day. I wasn't feeling well. So now I'm feeling a whole lot better today. So I'm happy about that.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. There's
Yes.
nothing
How
like
about
feeling better.
you?
Yeah,
I-
because we can have a million problems, but
Yeah.
a health problem, like anything that hurts, any ailment, it's like the whole world is crumbling down.
Oh, believe me. Believe me. I tried to fight through it yesterday. But my body was like, not today. Not today.
That's
I
right.
need you to listen to me. Not today. Yes. Oh yes.
Okay, I'm back. Good afternoon, Angelica.
Hey, how you doing, Ashari? I'm sorry, I'm at the house, so I'm here with the dog, so I apologize for that. I'm gonna hit the mute button so you don't hear them in the background.
Okay, no problem, no
No
problem.
worries.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna be following up with a lot of these agents that I had submitted offers to, and so because I've submitted a bunch of offers, and I wanted to make sure that I'm reaching out to these agents to, you know, understand if the property, is still available, if we can get the offer, if we can get the contract signed or whatnot. If so, I wanted to show you all this too. So every time that we send the offer out through the Podio, if you guys notice, there is an email, a copy of that email sent to your email, and it basically like has the subject of the email, and then it has the body of the email that we sent to the listing agent, and that's
Right.
always sent to your email just to let you know that the email has been sent. um
Right.
what I do is I've made this cash offer sent folder in my Hotmail, and every time I send out the offers and I get like an accumulation of like those cash offer emails or whatever, I just take them and move them into this cash offer sent folder. And then that way I'm like keeping track of like all of the emails
Mhm.
basically. And also when they reply, I see everything right here, you know and I can just like manage it from here, just so I could, because I'm managing inside of Podio also, but I could manage it here too, just so I could know, you know.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so just that's just something that I'm doing just to give y'all that little nugget in case you all wanted to do the same thing. Um, yep. So let's see. So I think yesterday I contacted, let me look. I think this is where I stopped. Let me move this out the way. Okay. Okay, 9127 Clubhouse. Let's see. Notes. Okay. Call listen agent, no answer, left message. That was yesterday. So I did call him. All right. So he's done. And then let's see. Let's go back. Let's go here. This is 621 Hammond Drive. This actually is a person that I know, one of his properties, Don. This is one of Don's properties.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So let me make sure this is still available. If I'm not mistaken. Okay. It is definitely still active, 675. Interesting. Interesting.
Stonebridge has a it's Stone. Is that Stonebridge or Stone Mountain?
This is Sandy Springs.
No, Sandy Springs.
This is right on Hammond Drive.
Oh, that one. I
Yep.
remember that one.
Yep. Yep. This is it. This is it.
Oh, wow. Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah, this is the first property that Don had ever showed me after
I
I met him.
remember.
Yep. And this is what it looks like now.
Oh, that's beautiful.
hmm
I want that house.
Yeah. That's a
I
very
want
nice
that
house.
house. I want that house on Hammond. I would
Yeah.
love to have that one.
It's a very nice house. And it's going for way cheaper, than it could go for because it's a foreclosure.
Wow.
Yep. And so houses in this area are selling for like 750
Ooh,
or whatever or higher, I
I
believe.
wish I had it. I wish I'd have bought it. I'd have been like, I got it. I'll be
Yep.
your buyer.
Yep. Yeah, this one right next door sold for 824.
Oh wow.
And it's not even as nicely done as the
Yeah.
one that Don did, but yeah. They did a decent job though. But they was
They
working
did
on
a
this
good
house.
job.
Yeah, they did. They was working on this house at the same time that Don was working on his or whatnot. So
Mm.
hmm
Yeah, that looks really nice.
yeah. So that's that. If I was to get that property, like that one sold for eight twenty
Is that a
four.
4 bedroom?
Yeah, it's a 5 bedroom, 5 bathroom. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
3,500 square feet.
Oh wow.
Yep.
I would love that. When I was in Sandy Springs, I love Sandy Springs.
Yeah, yeah. Sandy Springs was nice.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. See, this one sold for 824, basically 825, and it's smaller with less
Mm.
bedrooms and bathrooms.
Yeah.
So I know that house that Don did can sell for a similar price.
Mm.
That's the only reason that I was considering this deal is because it was at a really good price because it was a
Yeah.
foreclosure.
Especially for that area.
Yeah, and I don't think people realize that that property is being sold for as cheap as it is compared to what it can sell for, basically, and it's completely
Right.
renovated because nobody really knows the history. Like I kind of like know the history of it, and I know that
Mm.
that's the reason that it's selling for so low because it was
Oh yeah.
foreclosed.
Mm.
So yeah, like that one is very interesting.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
because
was looking at a house down the street. Well, up the street from it,
mhm,
actually. Um, but man, I would love that house. I would took
I
that
think
house.
I think I might have a buyer for this house, as a matter of fact.
Ooh.
No, you know what? No, it's outside of their criteria. Let me ask
Mm.
ChatGPT. Um,
Oh man.
see, he should remember. Uh,
Hmm.
Acceptable 1960s and up. Yeah, they don't want anything. Rare exceptions pre 1960 only in certain strong neighborhoods.
Mm.
Uh,
What
uh,
year? What year was that house built again?
1959. It's
Okay,
like 1 year outside of that.
they might consider it. It's not.
Maybe.
It's just 1 year.
I sent that guy. What is this guy's name? Um, yeah, and I'm gonna need to. I don't think I can pull that up. I can
Mm.
see updated by box market change. Uh,
I
where's my
think Sandy Springs is like a nice little spot. You know why? Because it's just easy access to so many different places like Alpharetta and Johns Creek, Marietta, um, Kennesaw. I mean, and the Smyrna downtown. It's just easy access. I think
mm-hmm.
I love that spot.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice. I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's too old for them for
Oh, it's
Amherst.
too old.
Yeah,
Okay.
too old for Amherst. I think I know somebody else who might want it, but all right, let me see if I could call this agent and see if I can make an offer. My offer is
Let
going
me
to be lower
let
than
me
the
leave my
asking
mute
price, of
button.
course. So my offer is or was 330, and I don't think they're gonna go for that. Um, it's actually not the right offer because it don't need a lot of repair, so I don't need to get it at 40%. I could actually be
Like
closer
you
to
say, sometimes you
70%.
don't know what the seller's situation is. You just never know.
Well, yeah, I mean, I really need to get it at I need to get it at like at least 60%, but I need to get it something off of the asking price, but let's say 825 basically. And let's say times 60% ARV is 495, 500. Um, and it's for sale for 675. My offer is gonna be 600 is what it's gonna be. That's just
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. My offer is gonna be 600. I'm gonna just go 75 off the asking price and start there. And then if they say no, then I'll try to come up. But they're not gonna. I know the seller. I know who the seller is, basically. And the seller is a hard money lending company.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
they
a good thing, isn't it?
yeah, kind of. It's like because they don't really have any type of emotional attachments to the property, and they didn't rehab the property. Don did, and they just foreclosed on it. And so, but the thing is, you know what? Let me take a look at that because here's the thing: what the price that they'll let it go for is going to be determined by how much he bought it for, and then how much money he spent because they lent him the purchase price and they lent him the fix up price. And I know he quoted that he spent 150,000 plus on renovating that property. And so
Oh,
that would be if he bought it for 460, which that's what it says here in 2003. And let's see, 460, oops, 460. And let's just say that he spent 150,000, then 610 is what he would have been all in. And that's what the lending company would have lent him, basically to do this property is 610,000. And so I'm sure they would love a profit, but I'm sure they would also just love their money back also, and not take a
yeah,
loss.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
that way, yeah, it's better to come out even than at a
yeah,
loss.
right, right, so I'm thinking that, maybe I can get down here in this range and it would make sense for them still, you know. And if so, that would definitely be a deal. So you know what? I'm gonna offer six. I'm gonna offer 610 and see what they say.
Okay.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So let's give them
Okay.
a call now.
Excited.
Yep, let's give them a call. And that's sort of like evaluating on the fly, because it didn't fit that that 40% or whatever. So I just adjusted, evaluated on the fly, and just,
Right.
you know, came up with an offer from there, knowing what I could sell it for on the back end.
I love that house though, Shari.
Yeah, it's a nice house. It is.
Yes, it is.
Okay, let me call them. Let's see.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 40498087444 is not available. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
Nice. All right, let's send her a text message. It's like, how are you all selling houses but don't
Yes.
have a way to get in contact? That is crazy. I do
Real
not
estate,
understand
they
it.
phone is blowing up so much, they just trying to take their times and go through each message.
I don't know. It seemed like if you're doing this every day, you would be
Mhm.
engaging every day basically with people. But I
You'd be
don't,
available.
yeah, you would definitely be available for sure. I would think that would be the main thing because that's, it's your payday.
Yeah, that's your pocket.
Yeah.
That's
So,
right.
well, all right. Nevertheless, let me send a text message. It's probably why I haven't sold yet because it's so low of a price. It doesn't make any sense why it's not sold yet. Like,
Well,
and
you
this,
know what? You don't have any other buyers for it? That
uh,
the
possibly, I mean, but see that property is like it doesn't need any work, and I don't even know, to tell you the truth. I don't know how much work. I don't know if it doesn't really need work because like when Don was doing those houses, like some of the things that the properties were needing, he wasn't doing them. He was basically doing like cosmetic stuff to make it look good, but like other things, he was like
like
not doing.
pipes,
So I don't.
maybe.
Yeah, like the HVAC or the hot water heater or pipes or whatever it is, he was come on man, why are you trying to come over here with me? Okay. He was there's a fly, a little insect thing. But yeah,
I
he,
was wondering.
yeah. But yeah, he was not doing certain things, so it may still need some work. I don't know. I gotta figure that part out. Let me see. Let me send her a text though.
If it's a buyer that's just looking for rental purposes, would
Mm-hmm.
that be a good would that be a good
Yep, it would. It would. You know what? I think I may have a buyer for this. Is that Sharon guy? Um,
mm,
that guy may be interested in this because
call them up?
yeah, this is definitely in his price range. Let me see something really quickly. Let's do a soft run real quick. Let's see. Let's see. 825. Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of my dispo process here. Let's see.
Loving that house. I love that. Is that a different house?
Same house.
Yeah, I like
Oh
that
my
song.
goodness,
Yeah.
goodness, I love it.
Yeah, it's really nice house.
Oh wow, I love that.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why this one didn't sell or why this one wasn't. This is a complete mystery. This is
Yes,
beautiful, beautiful,
it is
but
absolutely beautiful. I love it.
yeah, it's very beautiful. Did a really good job.
Did a good job. They did a
Yeah,
really good job.
I mean, from the outside, it looks like it, but I just don't
Yeah.
know why it didn't sell.
Mm.
Uh, from the outside, it does look really good, but I don't know why it didn't sell. You know,
And it's been they had to have been on the market for a long time.
right, right,
So that definitely been there for a minute.
yep. So that's why I'm saying it's something where it hasn't been bought yet, and I don't know why.
You know what? Maybe, if Don didn't, if he just worked on the cosmetic part, maybe there's some internal issues like the piping or,
Right.
plumbing or something like that. Because when they send the agents out, what do you call them? Left me.
Inspectors
Yeah, the inspectors. They
or the
they probably
appraiser.
found some things. Yeah. But if that was the case, that's just as good because you can get it for even more of a discount, couldn't you?
You can get it for the minimum that the seller will sell it to you for. So whatever they lent, I'm guessing that's gonna be their minimum.
Right, because they want their money back.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. And nobody really knows that it's a lending company that's the seller, except for me. Probably some other people who called the agent before this and talked to them.
Hmm. I
I'm about
love
to
that. It's
see if
very
this
nice.
Karen guy wants this house, and then we'll move on to some reaching out to some other offers that I had sent out. But I wanted to make sure I get this over here to him because he may be able to evaluate this while we on the training call. So
Okay.
yeah, with the serious guys that are like really buying and making real deal moves, and then I talk to them. I kind of like you know, I don't mind sending them properties before I actually tie them up because I know that they're not like in heavy competition with me. They want to work with me.
Right,
Their main thing is buying houses, um, putting the work into them, focusing on all of the things that goes into that, turning around, listing it with a listing agent, selling the property. Those are all the things they're concerned with, and they put their attention on a daily basis. So like finding properties and competing for properties all day long is most likely not their priority for focus or whatever, which
right,
makes it to where, we're not in competition, basically. My buyers are like, they do their thing and then I do my thing, and, we just work together.
and that's beautiful.
And that's why I'm valuable in that space, because it's like, hey, while I'm out here dealing with all of these houses, can you look and find me a property in this area? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll find something. And they're like, perfect. Like, I know this guy's gonna find something or whatever, or it's the likelihood that he's gonna find something is high, and I can
Right,
put my attention somewhere else. So
right,
with that being the case, basically I like serious guys like Adam and Sharon and Udi, I could send them like basically like soft proposals, basically, where it's like, if I was to be able to get this property to you at this price, you think this would be something that you'd be interested in? And they could look at it, evaluate it, and kind of tell me like, yeah, if you can get it at that price, I'll totally take it. Or no, that price would be too high or whatnot. I would need it somewhere in this range in order for me to do the project or whatever it is, and then I could have a better idea of where I need to be as far as for them. So
right, right.
especially when they put orders in like these three have done. So
Hmm.
yeah. So let
Oh
me
yeah.
um, share. Okay. So that's let's see. Since to myself, already. And let me send this to share real quick. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, so if I sold it to him at 640, first of all, that's like way lower than the ARV. Second of all, that would be at least 30,000 under the asking price, and that would be great. And if I could secure that with Trident, which is the seller, then that would be great. So
That sounds awesome.
yeah, that would be great. So I need to come here and I need to update this these notes. And I sent this offer. Wait for it. Let's see. Offer email sent. Okay, October 24th. Yeah, that was way before then. We'll just stick with that. Um, so 10/24. Okay, and then today is the 15th. Uh,
And Shari, what's the latest you've ever called like a sales agent to, follow up with them? What's the latest? I know
uh,
you said that it's any time, but um
like to follow up, like probably around like 7 or 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. People are still up. Like, believe it or not, let me see. Believe it or not, like, around like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, people are pretty much done with their day. They're just now getting back home. They've been running errands and running around, and they've had this going on, that going on. They may have had to, deal with the kids and whatever it is, and then 7 o'clock, 7:30, they coming back home, winding down. 8 o'clock, they may be eating dinner or watching TV or whatever it is, and then I call, and then it's like I pretty much catch them at the perfect time. It's like you couldn't have caught me at a better time. I'm not really doing anything. I could talk about the house all day. What do you want to know?
oh, yeah. Okay. That's good.
Some people, if you call them that late and they don't pick up, it's just busy or don't want to talk that late or whatever it is. They just won't pick up. But a lot of people, if they really are working, then like they don't really mind. I don't mind. You can call me any time of the day. We could talk. You can call me at 12 o'clock at night. If I'm still up, I'm gonna answer the phone and we can talk about this house. So that's, and I found that like with other people too, like with agents, I've had agents call me at 11:30 at night and we're talking about a house. So
Oh,
uh
wow.
it's not really like a corporate thing. We investors and agents and stuff like that, and we just kind of don't work out of a corporate office or whatever. So it's almost like our work is field work mainly majority of the time, or basically, virtual work that we're doing on our cell phones or on our computers, laptops or whatever on Wi-Fi. So, it's like pretty much open for business at all hours, but they'll tell you if it's too late, they'll tell you. They'll be like, or they just won't answer. They'll say like, I'll call you tomorrow or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
like if
I
you
know
call them, they'll
sometimes
pick
when
up.
I reach out to some agents, they would immediately send me a text when I'm leaving that message
Yeah.
saying that, listen, I'm in a meeting, I'll call you back, or,
Mhm.
I'll call you later or something like that. It's
Yep.
like, okay.
Yep. So that's how that goes. Okay, so we got that. Let's see. Let's do some more. Oh, where we at? All right. So this guy, this was a deal that I had in Jonesboro for 100,000. It just was too much because the ARV was like 250, and it was like needing like 70,000 worth of work. and the seller, he just wouldn't come down, and he just was insisting on it being $100,000 purchase. But it was too high. So let's see. All right, what is this? Cold Springs. What's going on with this one? Find via email and said that the seller has recently declined offers higher than mine. Okay, got it. Still monitoring it.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. Let's see. Let's do a quick checkup on this property. Okay. Okay, this is the one. It's active, no price drops. We'll leave it alone for now. All right. What else? We sent this one out. Seller countered offer at 492. Too much. Here's another counter offer at 425, but that was too much. First, let me make sure. Yeah, those I'm pretty sure that they were too high. Because if they weren't, I would have responded.
You would have got right on it.
Yeah. But let's just double check. Okay. My offer was 216. Yep. And they all the way in the fours. Can't do it. And it's gonna need uh let's see. Okay, this is Fort Village, Cobb County, if I'm not mistaken. The Cobb County. Okay. Need to add that in there. Oh, is it? Oh, it's already in there. Why didn't I see it? Okay. Anyways. Yeah. Yeah. This is gonna be a full cosmetic 125. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Oh, let's check the other one just to make sure. Nope. Martha. offer 405. Listing prices 475. Hold up, no. Let's see. My offer. Is that what I offered them? 405. Okay, let's see something. Let's go back. 425. Oh, wow. This actually ain't that far off. Wow. Okay. Let's check up on this. It might be gone already. Might have missed it. Let's go. So 425. That's why you got to follow up. The
Mhm.
fortune is in the follow up. It's in the follow up. Goodness gracious. All righty.
Was it gone? I missed that part.
Yeah, it's gone. Somebody bought
Oh
it for
wow.
425. All right, no problem. Yeah, you gotta follow up. That is where the fortune is. That's why I'm doing this now because I got like, what is it, 26 offers in here that I just, some of them I followed up with, but a lot of them I didn't. So
Right.
I need to get that situated so that nothing slips through the cracks like that one.
Yeah, I need to follow up on a few that I have in there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and some I may need to move to a different file because it may not be there.
Okay. Let's see.
I mentioned two agents that I had spoken with who had the house under contract, and they both stated to me that if anything changed, if that doesn't work out, that they would reach out to me.
Okay. Hey. Active and under contract. That one is going to be change that to monitoring after offer. Okay. All righty. This is Elena. Know what she's gonna say. Go look at the property. All right, Elena. No problem.
Are you ready, caller?
Not right now. Well, maybe. Let me look and see. I'm gonna check
Okay.
the status. Check the status of this property first. What was the last thing I did here? Sent the agent a text message waiting on her reply. Message, yada yada yada. Okay, let's check the status. Okay. Status is still active.
Hmm.
Oh, let's give her a call.
Let me hit my mute button.
Let's see, what is this? This is 14 Atlanta. But it's like, I know it's way less than the asking. They're asking 160. I'm just gonna ask what's going on with it. She gets a lot of investment properties. I need to cultivate that relationship more with Elena because she gets
Mm,
a lot of investment properties. Like I know every time I've talked to her, it's kind of been a little abrasive, but I probably need to figure out how to develop the relationship a little bit better with her. She keeps great.
right.
see.
Now, like with the holidays coming through, perhaps with all the agents that we reached out to, regardless of the outcome, we could just send them happy Thanksgiving and like a little quick statement like we're grateful to, have had them work with us and we appreciate them and all their work.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Like
that would be
keep them in
pretty.
mind, you keep someone in mind all the time. So I think the holidays now is like a good time to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, definitely. So I think
Yeah.
that's a really good idea. As a
Mm-hmm.
matter of fact. Yep. I think that's a really good idea. Let's see. Okay. I'm pulling up this Hammond house again because the buyers texted me about this house.
Oh, cool.
Let's see.
Yeah, I think something that says, happy holidays or something that would just really kind of cover Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the New Year's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
just anything, just a touch base because it keeps us in mind, keeps us on the base of their mind, or like when
Right.
we tell them to think of
Yeah,
us when they come into properties like that.
that's true. That goes a long ways, believe it.
And then even the grouchy ones, like, I feel like you could kill somebody with kindness.
That's true. You can change your heart. You can definitely change your heart.
Yep, definitely. I 100% agree.
Same. I'm loving that house. I really am.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to put that picture on your inspo wall, Miss Angelica.
that
I,
part.
I am. I really am. I'm loving it.
Um, 25K on, when did it close? For 2024.
I'm about to step away for just a moment. I'm gonna run to the ladies' room. I don't want you to make any calls while I'm away.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right, so I sent the text to him. Now let's jump back on it. All righty, Elena. All righty, what do we have here? Our price is 90,000. Their asking price is 160. Okay. 160. Ours is 90,000 and she could present it. She's gonna tell me go look at it. I'm about to just go to the next one. Matter of fact, no, let me see. I'll send her a text message. There we go. Eighteen 25 Bluefield. Bluefield Drive, Southwest. You know what? Let's just give her a call. Let's call her. 272-08-12. Elena, how you doing? This is Ashari. I'm calling. Hey, how's it going? I'm calling about your listing, 1325 Bluefield Drive, Southwest Atlanta, Georgia, 30310. Yeah, I was interested in that property. I saw I saw the pictures and I saw the description, and it's exactly, type of property I'm looking for. Uh, I'm coming in lower than asking. I wanted to talk to you about how flexible the seller might be on price.
Well, I mean, it all depends. What are you thinking?
Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to put about 100K into it. And afterwards, I'm gonna be pushing 300. In order for me to do a project like that, I would need to get it around like 90 or 95K.
Nope.
Not gonna go.
Nope, not gonna go. And if you do some research, there is actually when you rent, depending on what you do, but you're gonna be definitely much higher than 300. There is one property right now, and that's why it's priced the way it is. So let me tell you, there is one right now, literally just went in the market. Hold on 1 second. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Right around the corner, pretty much.
Yeah, because I was really trying to find some good comparables. And I wasn't able to find anything really higher than the 300.
You're in the market at 4 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms, 2,700 square feet, brand new construction. Again, it all depends how many square feet you do. So this one just came on the market yesterday. 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, brand new construction, 2,701 square feet, the price $629. Same tree.
Okay, but that would be considering. Okay, so got you. Okay, 629.
Then there is one on the market, 2,190 square feet, of course, brand new renovation. And I mean, it's basically new construction. It's built
Basic.
in 46,
Right.
but it's pretty much like a new construction on Avon Avenue. And this one is 575. Then you have one 4-bedroom, 3 bathrooms, 2,147 square feet, 519. So I don't know where you're getting 300. Then you have
Well-
one Avon Avenue, 1,600 square feet, 189.
Well, yeah, no, I was actually comparing it as a renovation at that 996 square footage.
No, no. Yeah, but you don't want to do that. That's the thing. Like, you really need to do expansion
Mm-hmm.
To have a larger home.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that that's the best really solution to do.
Right, right.
And it's going to cost you a little bit over 100,000, but you would be pushing in like 500.
Mm. Are you able to, do you know of any particular properties that have sold where they've done like, because I'm definitely familiar with the popping the top, going up, adding some square footage. Do you know of any homes that anybody has done that right there in that area, and they're in that like that 5 range or anything?
Well, I just told you about the properties.
Well, right, those were new build constructions, and it's.
No, there was only one new construction. Everything else is older with extensions.
Oh, okay. What was the address? If you.
It's built 1930. The one on Landale, 1950. It's 2,100 square feet. Obviously, it's extension. One on Avon Avenue for 575. That was built 1946. 2,100 square feet, 2,190. I mean, clearly they had expansion or something. The only new is the one on Bluefield Drive. That's a brand new house.
Okay.
Like brand new.
Okay, let me take down the addresses of both of those houses that you just quoted me. I'm gonna go use those and take a look at those.
Sure, another one. Sure. I mean, there is one on the market right now. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. I mean, Landale Drive for 245, but nobody wants 1,000 square feet. I mean, nobody wants 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom.
Right, exactly.
That's the problem.
Exactly.
I mean, that's really the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have one 1,600 square feet on Almond Drive. I mean, it's an all right condition, but it's nothing like sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing. I mean, yeah, 1,600 square feet, but it needs a full renovation, completely outside, inside, and they asking 289 on Almond Drive. I mean, yeah, if you renovate this, then you put maybe 60,000 this one, then you go on to be probably like in high 300,
Right.
I mean, not high 300, but close to 400 for sure.
Mm.
But I mean, so then, so let me see. Then there is one on the market on Indale, 1,290 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. I mean, nothing. I mean, yeah, it's moving condition, but like you can even see the floors like screwed up. They want 3,015.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did the count within a quarter of a mile radius.
Yeah. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, if I want to look at those ones, the ones that had the extension on it that you were quoting me, that were like in the 4s and 5.
Because it's
Mm-hmm.
that,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can see it, and I mean, it's basically like a new construction. I mean, you can text me your email address. I'll be happy to send you all of this in the email.
Okay, perfect. That's what I'll do. Yeah. Yeah, if you could send that to me, that'll be amazing. I'll go look at that stuff right now. And if I could pencil it better, then yeah, I could offer higher for sure. Yep. So yeah, I'll text you my email right now, and then yeah, let me know whenever you send it over, and then I'll look at it.
Okay.
Okay, will do. Talk to you soon. Thank you, Elena.
All right.
All right, bye-bye. Yeah, she was really trying to sell that ARV.
So you didn't see those houses that she mentioned in the
I, I
the
well, 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 the thing about it is, um, you know, the thing about that is, let me send her this email. Okay. Yeah, the thing about that is like when we're comping, okay, so it's tricky and difficult, because like this particular situation and scenario is a little tricky, because when we're comping, you know, it's not really a good idea to comp speculatively, you know, like like if a property meaning like let's just say we don't look at properties that haven't sold yet because that's speculative. We don't know that that house is actually going to sell for the listing price, and it could sell for a lot less than the listing price. It could possibly sell for more than the listing price, whatever it is. And so like that would be a speculative thing to comp off of. So what she's describing is she's like, yeah, she's right that like in that area, the best thing to do would be to add square footage. But when we're comping, that's a speculative comp to try to, speculate adding square footage and then what you're gonna get for the property from the added square footage, because not everybody is gonna be thinking add square footage, so it's like a speculative type of comp, but I knew she was gonna argue me on it because she's just trying to sell the comp. But like it's that square footage, like it is true. Like in that area, the all the investors probably are doing the added square footage, and yeah, if you add the square footage, like if I go back and look at it now and look and see if I can find like an extended, like find extended properties or whatever, renovated properties. Oh, come on. Let me try to figure out. Let me get 1 second, you guys. Let me get my chart. I'm gonna get my charger to my computer before my computer goes out. Give me 1 second, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. All righty. Yeah, let's see. Where were we?
You're supposed to be taking a look at those houses that she sent to you.
Yeah, but she's supposed to be sending them to me, but let's see. So
If it
weird.
changes the number, you're gonna call it back and renegotiate.
Uh, well, I'm pretty sure. See, she's though. No, it's not gonna get me to renegotiate because, like, it's a speculative. Those are speculative comps, and I got a feeling that she knows that. She's trying to sell it. Uh, yeah, but I did want to see it though. I did want to see the area and see like the higher prices for the higher square footages and see like that they were extensions or whatever. I just want to kind of take a look at that and see where they are landing. So 435, it's 2,000 square feet. And let's see. Um, up to $40,000 in down payment assistance available to qualified home buyers through preferred lender. Interesting. Nice. Um, hmm. I think I could see. Oh, they bought it for 125 in 2021. Yeah, it's like I cannot comp speculatively. Like that's not a good idea to do that. You know, like yeah, you can do that. You can get that amount if you added the square footage, but
So it's sold for that because they extended the square footage.
well, and then that's the thing about it. It's like it's no way to tell unless you go to look at the unless you go and look at the county records or whatever, like permits or whatnot. Unless you go
Hmm.
pull the permits and see you know, who pulled for extensions or whatever, then you're not really gonna know if it's an extension or not. She just saying that she's just trying to sell it basically, you know, and that's her way of doing it,
It'd
you
be
know.
nice if they would put that in the description though. That would be lovely.
Yeah, yeah, it would be, you know, but you know, it's like I can't sit here and say, okay, this property is 996 square feet, but hey, it could be 2,000 square feet if you know, I can't sit here and say that and then like expect to like put like expect to put a retail value on that, you know, because you know, extend who's to say that you could even get an approval to extend the footprint, you know, once you buy it. What happens if you buy it and then the city doesn't approve your permits to extend? Then what? You
Mhm.
know, and you thought that you were going to be able to have a 1,500 square foot house, but no, you can't. You know, you only have a 996 square foot house, but well, you already bought it now. You know, so it's just not a good idea to comp speculatively like that, you
Mhm.
know, to do that. So yeah, it's not good to do that. So no, I can't I can't go off of that price and then you know, and then try to, you know, say that that's a retail value. I just can't do that. Yeah. But let's see. She said no to 95.
Two
Uh
bedroom, one bathroom, 996 square feet. Seem like they'd be trying to get rid of that.
Yeah, she said no, but most of the time they usually say, "Oh no, you know, if it's not a minimum of this," but she didn't even say that.
Right, exactly. That's what I was. You took the words right out of my head. Like a lot of times, you know, they'll say, "Well, we just had like, you know, offer of, you know, whatever, you know, 102 or whatever, and you know, the seller turned that down. So I know they'll turn this down or something to that nature." But she didn't even say that. She's just trying to protect that commission. That's all.
Yeah.
So let's see. I'm you know what? I'll still send the $95,000 offer. That's what I'm gonna do. You know, that's what I'm gonna
Putting it
do.
on the table anyway.
Yep. 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 Sure am. All right, let's see.
'Cause like you said, no one's really looking for a 3 bedroom, 1 bath, not nowadays, especially if you have a family.
Yeah, no,
So
definitely. Definitely not. People are looking for at least two bathrooms, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms at
at least,
least.
at
Hmm.
least, right?
Yeah. Um, okay. So let's get this drafted up. So I got a feeling there might be something to this one. You know, might be something to this one.
Go with your gut.
Yeah, let's see. Um, okay. Let's get Gemini. And uh s- chat just oops. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. And she said, Mhm. Elena. Surname. Elena. Yep. Sent that to her. All right. Moving on. What else we got? Let's see. Oh, let me update the notes. This is gonna be good. Uh, okay. Well, let's see. Update the notes. Send the agent text message. Okay. I talked to.
You see that section that's just above what what you're typing?
Uh-huh.
The seller counter offer one, two,
Uh-huh.
and three.
Uh-huh.
So if I'm talking to an agent and they have a counter offer, that's where I would fill that in there,
Ye-
right?
Yep. Yep. And then also you can put it in the notes too. Like, I just talked to the agent and they just informed me that the seller made a counter offer of, whatever, whatever. And then also put it there, put it right here. Put the actual counter offer
Okay.
right there.
And I guess if anything changes and then, maybe they don't like you know, um, I haven't experienced that yet. So I'm just wondering what is that like
Mm-hmm. What's what?
if I have that experience, because you have a counter offer one, two, and three.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, it's more so one second. Let me take this call real quick. One second.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm back. Uh let me see. What am I doing on here? I updated everything on this one, correct? Okay. All right, I need to. Okay. Oh, you were saying something?
I just, the counter offers one, two, and three.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how does it usually work? I mean, if they make a counter offer, I know I was filling that one slot, but I mean, if they made a counter offer, um, I don't know. I guess it just based on if we can meet that amount or how does that work? Because I haven't experienced that yet.
Yeah, so let's say that like our offer is like 150, or let's say our offer is 100, right? And then they come back and they say, you know, their counter offer is 200 and the asking price is 210, we can't do it. It's too high,
Okay.
But let's say that our offer is 100 and then the seller comes back and say their counter offer is 120. That's close to our counter. I mean, that's close to our offer.
Mhm.
It's still, a significant amount below the asking price,
Mhm.
that may work for us.
Depending on the ARV.
Right.
Okay.
Well, depending on, yeah, basically depending on the ARV and depending on it's really depending on the fact that we're offering $70,000 lower than asking, but we can come up to $50,000 lower than asking. So we have
Okay.
a $20,000 like
Wiggle room.
yeah, exactly on all of the properties basically. So if they're asking, if we offer 100 and they counter at 120, yeah, let's do it. We can still do that deal and sell it, be profitable, create the psychological value for the buyers and everything. So um
So that 70,000 really is designed to make wiggle room.
it's really designed because that's the best place to like sell. So us being 70,000 below, we can tack on 20,000 and we can sell the property for 50,000 below the asking price, and that creates the maximum psychological value for the buyers in their head.
Okay.
So it's like basically it's the wow factor. It's this is deep enough of a discount to where I need to show this my attention. You know, when buyers are looking at stuff, they got like this type of attitude. If it's like, if it's only like 15,000 or 20,000 below the asking price, they're like, okay, what's the big deal? Like, like you're just basically giving it to me for list price. Why can't I just go to the agent? Like I don't why are you sending this to me? Basically, type of attitude. It's
Right.
like a listed property and it's like basically at listing price. Like what are you trying to do? You seem like you don't know what you're doing. Basically. It's like you're
Mhm.
not providing me any type of value. Why would I buy this from you? It's like you're not even trying, basically. You just going on to the MLS, finding a property and just sending it over to me, like you're not even putting any type of effort. What type of incentive do I have to buy this from you and not the real estate agent?
Mhm.
And that $50,000 discount from listing price is that's the incentive, you know. It's
Right. The big
it's like,
discount.
yeah, it's like wow, yeah. Huh, 50,000 from the listing price. Yeah, for sure. Let me take a look at this. And then when you run your numbers and then you see that not only is it $50,000 below the listing price, but this price is within investment zone. You know, it's within it's what an investor actually needs to get this property for or under in order for this to be a good investment. So it's like that is the psychological value that's created in these buyers' heads when we have these properties at these prices. So when
Mhm.
we go 70,000 below the listing price, it allows us to offer the property to the buyer for $50,000 below the listing price, you know. But let's just say if we negotiated the seller counter offered at 120 and then we decide to do it, now we tack on our 20,000, and now we're selling the property for 140, and now it's $30,000 below that listing price instead of 50,000. And it's still significantly below, and it's still worth buying it from us. It's just, it's getting close to being mediocre. It's getting close to being like basically okay, what's
Right.
yeah, where's the value at here, type of zone,
Exactly.
you know.
Mhm.
So yeah. So yeah, you got a $20,000 wiggle room on all properties. Okay,
Thank you for that, Charlie.
yeah, no problem. Okay, where we at with this? This is 30311. This is gonna be Fulton and Atlanta and Jim Stern. All right. What type of renovation we talking about? Uh, oh, this one. No, that's 2024. Okay. It's back on the market. And we're talking about full gut on that one. I can just tell. Okay. See, this is another small one. 925. These small ones are they just strange and difficult.
So I haven't had any agents that really challenge me.
Mm-hmm.
It's either they, was returning my phone call or it was just a simple no.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I know, so I still feel like I'm still trying to feel my way through this. So
Mm-hmm.
when talking to these agents, three of the most things that I'm probably going to get challenged with, or that's going to get discussed in my conversations with them, is the square footage,
Mm-hmm.
offer amount,
Mm-hmm.
and is it the comps in the area, or they don't really, are they basing their prices on the comps, or
Kind of, yeah. They kind of basing it off of comps in the area and just kind of like what they think the condition of the property is in and basically what they think it could sell for and the suggestions of the seller, you know.
okay,
And so yeah, you basically are just looking like so when you're going through this conversation with the um the agent, the listing agent. Um you're basically so I'm going through a like a thought process when I'm talking to these agents and my thought process is this. I know what I want to offer on this house, you know, but I know that I can't just come out there and say, "Hey, my offer is 80,000, take it or leave it." I can. It's not gonna be too effective, you know, because they're gonna be just say they're just gonna say no, no, nope, can't do it, So my thing is, I want to try to before I make my offer to the agent, I want to try to understand where the seller's mind is as far as like accepting a price lower than the asking price. I also want to talk to the agent so that I could prep them for my low offer, basically. And the way I prep them for
right,
my low offer is basically after I ask them, where is the seller's head at as far as pricing, what's going on with the property, why are they selling, little, small talk basically, and then I go into, telling them, well, I'm interested in it, but now here's time to start introducing the offer. So I tell them I'm interested in it and, I want to make an offer, but I'm coming in a little lower than listing price, and it's like, uh-oh, how much lower are you talking about? And that way it's almost saying, brace yourself now, have a seat for this one, and it's like, okay, lay it on me, what's the price, and then I come in, I say, well, I'm coming in somewhere around, oh, before I say that, I preference it and say, well, I have to look like I'm be putting in about 100,000 in work. Looks like the retail value sitting around 300, it's gonna be a lot of work at that those prices, those numbers. The best I can do would be like 90 or 95,000. I always give them a range, just so it's not like this definite number, you know.
mm-hmm,
But then like, and that's my mentality. That's what I'm looking to do, and I also need to work on building rapport with the agents more. Like I'm just so, let's just do the deal, But I need to really work on, spending more time on the phone if possible, when permitted, to like build rapport with the agents a little bit better, I would say.
Right,
But
because the
yeah,
conversation can end a little differently if you do.
yeah, yeah. I could build more rapport with agents by spending a little bit more time on the phone with them and being a little bit more candid and, a little bit more like down to earth type of thing. Even with the agents that aren't so receptive to it, I basically just need to, find a way to still convey that down to earth, just cool guy type of feeling instead of, because when they're not like, jolly or whatever, I'll just go right into business. Like, okay, well, hey, what's the properties, lowest it can go or whatever, whatever. But it's in our best interest to build as much rapport with the agents as possible when we talk to them. Um, so yeah,
Right.
yep, that's that. Um, have I talked to Jim? No, I haven't talked to Jim yet. Let's talk to Jim. Let's see. And then we could if you want, I'm still gonna be I'm still going to be um calling these agents, but we've been on here for like, 2 hours now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna still keep it live streaming or whatever. If you gotta, go leave or whatever, the meeting is officially over. But if you wanted to stay and hang out while I continue calling these people or whatever until I'm done, you're more than welcome to. You know.
I do. I wanna hear more calls.
Okay, cool. So let's see. This guy says it's still sitting on the market for long now at 676K. It's not worth. Yeah, since it's not selling for 600, I see the comps next door, but still, this one is already on the market and can't get 676. See, it's like people are confused. You know, they're like, why is it on the market at 676? And that one next door just sold for 825, but it's been on the market for a year.
That's interesting. Which one is this?
That's the 621 Hammond.
Okay.
Let's see.
It's gotta be something that's going something internal. Um
I don't know. I don't know.
that-
I don't know. It's crazy. Let me try to call this lady back. Like maybe I could try to call her broker because this seems like this is. I need to get to the bottom of this some kind of way. Let me see. I'll try to give her a call one more time, and if she don't pick up, then I'll try to call her broker.
okay.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. Hello, and thank you for calling Wholesale Realty Partners. For an agent name directory, please press 1. If you would like information on one of our listings or information pertaining to buying a home, please press 2. If you would like to speak to the managing broker, Rick Musto, please press 3. Press the pound.
Okay.
Hello, and thank you for calling Wholesale Realty Partners. For an agent name directory. Hello, and thank you for calling Wholesale Realty Partners. For an agent name directory, please press 1. If you would like information on one of our listings or information pertaining to buying a home, please press 2. If you would like to speak to the managing broker, Rick Musto, please press 3. Press the pound key to repeat these options.
What in the world? No wonder the house ain't getting sold because you can't get in touch with the people.
Can't reach anybody.
Yeah.
You look up the that brokers, the what's his name, Rick somebody. Look his
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Let's do that. Let me
okay.
see.
Maybe he'll answer.
Hmm. I just don't see why this house haven't sold.
Could they be holding it for some reason or another? Like stalling?
I don't know. I'm actually probably gonna have to reach out to Trident. It's the owner.
Realty Partners. For an agent name directory, please press 1. If you would like information on one of our listings or information pertaining to buying a home, please press 2. If you would like to speak to the managing broker, Rick Musto, please press 3. Press the pound key to repeat these options.
Give it a shot.
Okay.
Rick, sorry, can't take the call. Leave a message and I'll call you back as soon as possible. Thank you.
Rick, how you doing? This is Ashari. I'm calling about a listing that one of your agents have listed, 621 Hammond Drive, Atlanta, Georgia, 30328. I'm calling because I'm interested in purchasing this property. I've been attempting to get in touch with the listing agent, Mrs. Price, I have been unsuccessful. I've sent her an email and a few messages. I'm just wanting to know if I could speak to someone about possibly buying this property. Whenever you get a chance, you can give me a call on my cell phone, 636-486-6088. Again, that's 636-486-6088. And my name's Ashari. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Let's do that. Because, yeah, something is going on. Let's see.
Yeah, and ain't nobody answering.
Right.
Not
Exactly.
even the owner.
Right. Not even the buyer. I mean, the
No.
broker. Yeah, that's crazy, right? So,
Once a house is in foreclosure,
mm-hmm.
so if I had a house and my house went into foreclosure, there's no way I can get it back, or
No. Once it's foreclosed on, it's foreclosed on. It's gone.
oh well.
Yeah. Once
I
they
was gonna say
transfer the ownership.
maybe somebody was stalling or something, you know.
Nah, it's I'm liable to reach out to Trident to tell you the truth.
What's
Uh
Trident?
Trident Realty is the owner. They basically are the lenders who
Okay.
yeah. Let me see. Let's see if I can have chat find it or Gemini. Uh, uh
So how much are the houses around that area selling for?
uh the one next door sold for 825.
Oh, you did say that.
825. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? Oh, 870 right here. You know, that one just sold 2023. Actually, that's old. Let's see, 750. When did this sell?
It looks like a lot of the houses around are selling for like 5 and 6. That 800 is kind of like standing out by itself.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But
Uh,
still, you had a home that purchased for 800. So,
right. Well, this one sold
and
for
that's a five
750.
bedroom house. Yeah.
Yeah, this one sold for 750, and it's 2,100 square feet. And ours is 3,500 square feet.
Oh
You,
yeah. So nice. I
and
like
this one
those
just
houses, Ashari, that looks like they just like little small. They look small from the front,
mm-hmm.
but then you go in and it's like you got all this house. It's like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
love those houses. You don't know what you're getting until you go inside.
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. Yeah,
Versus you looking at a house that's, it's a nice big house, it's getting ready to be a certain square footage, it's getting ready to be a lot of house because you're looking at it.
yeah,
Look like that temperature is dropping. I'm getting ready to go down to in a minute. I'm ready to walk down to the office. I need one of them doggone scooters that we was riding.
yeah.
Ride that scooter
Uh,
down there.
I need to get you one. To tell you the truth.
Ride this. I can ride the scooter to the bus stop. I get there in no
Right.
time.
Wouldn't that be nice, huh?
Yeah.
We need to get you a little scooter.
Okay.
Uh-huh. There we go.
Give me
Now that
one.
we wouldn't be able to tell you nothing after that. You'd be gone,
Nah,
gone.
I'll be gone. I'll be
You'd be
gone.
down the street around the corner. You'd be gone,
Everywhere.
gone. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, no, that's funny. Maybe we can get you one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I had fun on that scooter, Shari.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had a lot of fun on that scooter. I didn't think I can ride it, but I did. Okay. Take my butt down there. Dang, like even the owner didn't even answer.
Right.
Crazy. Somebody.
Right.
You know what, Ashari, I would stay on that one because um just because that might be
Yep.
a easier sell than you think.
Right.
Never know.
Right.
Stay on that one. That's Hammond, boy. When I used to go down Hammond Drive, I used to be like, I'd be looking at these houses. I'd be like, man, I wouldn't mind living in one of these houses. I love and that's why when that lady had that house for rent on Hammond Drive, I would love to have snatched that sucker up. The only problem is it had some it definitely needed some work in there. Like downstairs, like the lower level had a opening, like looked like it was just looked like squirrels and raccoons and everybody else can help themselves. So
Yeah.
like, hold on one second, sure.
Okay.
Put you on hold.
Yep. No problem.
I think next time we have a meeting, I want to go to I'm gonna go down to the office and I'm gonna open the meeting up in my uh on my computer
Mm-hmm.
instead of my phone, and so I can do a call.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do a couple of calls while you're on that line because
Okay.
when I try to click over and call on my phone, that wasn't working.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to have my computer up that way I can make the call on my phone
Okay.
and do it live.
Nice.
Unless I can do it, I don't have to wait until the meeting. I'm sorry, I can just do it when I
Yeah.
have a couple of agents that I want to call.
Mm-hmm.
We can do a Zoom
Yep.
on the computer, and then
Yep.
I can make the call because I would love that. Seriously, um, I would really like that for real.
Yep. This is the place to do it.
Yep. So
Right here on the Zoom. Because that way, this Zoom is pretty good because we get to share screens. It's almost like a virtual meeting place.
yeah.
And yeah, and we don't have to just meet on the Zoom just on Thursdays and Saturdays. We can meet on Zoom anytime you want to meet on Zoom.
Oh well, thank you for saying that
Yeah.
because I'm getting ready to go down to that office, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go down to that office and um get on this thing because I want to grab some houses and then I want to make some calls. What
Mm-hmm.
do I do? I make the calls right after I send the emails? Like, do I wait a day? Can I call them the same day?
You can call them the same day. You can call them right after you send the email if you want to.
Okay.
It's just that,
Well,
my little cadence for that is like, I like to send it out and let them get it, and then sometimes they respond to me over the email, and sometimes I don't even talk to the agent and still get the contract, you know, but
Really?
like yeah, it's
What you
that's
mean you
happened
don't
before.
talk to the agent? And talk?
Like
They
the
just
last
send you an
deal,
email?
yeah, the last deal I did, I believe I didn't even talk to the agent before I did it. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I didn't never saw the agent. I never met them or talked to them. Or the buyer. I literally, I literally did that deal, and I didn't talk to the agent or the buyer.
Oh wow.
We did that whole deal by email,
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
like really,
What do you
email and
remember
text.
the details about that?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. This is the deal here, right here. This is the deal that we did. Um, where is it at?
oh, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes, I mean, it happens like that. Like sometimes it's not a lot
Well,
built into it. Yeah, yeah. It's
get
like
out of here.
yeah, it's pretty much a numbers game. You know, if the numbers work, then the deal works.
Mm.
You know. Um, let's see.
I want to go down here and get some more. I want to get some more houses. Like I got one I want to call.
Uh-huh.
Um,
And
but
I
no,
am
I
gonna say
don't.
the fortune is in the follow up. You know, I don't follow me because I'm bad with it because I'm doing so many things. But if I wasn't doing
Mhm.
all of these things, I would be following up with every last one of these agents the next day. You know, this is the
Okay.
house. This is the house. You know, either the next day or the
Well,
same day.
the one that I put in the system yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
um, that's the one that it didn't have like need major repairs and everything. That's the one I told you was what I thought was light cosmetic,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't require. It just needed a lot of updated stuff. Like I told you, the floors were outdated, uh, walls and stuff like that needed to be redone.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Um, so maybe I won't worry about that one because maybe I won't worry about that one.
Yeah.
Um, because that's not really a deal. Um, but I am gonna go. I definitely want to go down here and try to get some more houses because I do want to be able to make some calls. I'm sorry, and I want to be able to make these calls where you can hear me because that way you can let me know where I need to if I need to improve in certain areas,
Mm-hmm.
and
See,
that'll
look,
work.
here it is right here. So if you look, I sent this offer email out to
Mhm.
her 08/01/2025.
Mm.
So it says, hi Kathy, thanks so much for your time and for representing this listing. After thoroughly reviewing the property, our team is prepared to make a respectful and research-based offer to purchase the home at 2592 Lois Lane. Based on our current assessment, we prepared to offer 161,000 all cash, right?
Right.
That's 60,000 or 70,000 below the asking price, right? And so she texts back or she sent back email and she says my client is looking at all the offers she has and wanted to counter a few of them. She wants to counter at 180. Please let me know if this works for you and I will get back to my client. And I sent
Mm.
her this email and I said, Kathy, thanks for the update and for staying in communication. After reviewing the counter at 180, we discussed it with our team and ran a tighter look at comps, contractor input, and resale assumptions. Given the current market condition, renovation level, and resale projections, we'd still be most comfortable in the 160K to 165K range. That said,
Mhm.
we're serious about moving forward and can close quickly. If your client is open to that range, we're happy to schedule a walkthrough with our contractor this week and move to contract right after. Appreciate your time. Either way, happy to keep the door open if anything changes. Warm regards. Then she
Mhm.
sent an email back and says, Hi, Ashari. Thank you for your offer. My client is ready to move forward and close quickly at 165 with the request that you can cover the closing costs. They would also like for you to schedule a walkthrough for your contractor at your earliest convenience. Please let me know best time works for you. We're looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then so I guess maybe after that I probably called her or whatever. Because
Mm-hmm.
the email stream ended basically. But then it picks back up. Oh, here it is right here. Okay, yeah, so then it picks back up. So okay, so here it goes. So this last email was on 08/19. I sent the offer 08/01, and
Mm-hmm.
on 08/19, that's when they were ready to move forward. And then it
Wow.
ended there, and then it picks back up here at 08/21, just a few days later. And this is my proof of funds. And so I say, Kathy, just wanted to send over my proof of funds letter for your records. It's attached to this email. Please don't hesitate to reach out. And then here, same day, is the contract being sent to me.
Oh wow.
But the day before that, here's you know basically like my buyer ARV once excellently repaired is 337. Let me know what your client thinks. I'll leave for Europe Monday. He was in Europe, or he went to Europe. I can have my business partner 10 closing while I'm out of town. I have a copy of the email. So nevertheless, yeah, let me get out of there. Put my buyer's info all out there. But nevertheless, that's how that went. It was basically all email. And then Adam, he texted me or whatever and was like, what's going on with that
Wow.
property? And then I texted him back, and then he sent me his email, and I sent him the email, and then he said he liked it, and then I sent them, over the contract. I never talked to him. It's like most of it got done via email and text message, so and I didn't never see the house.
Have you ever had to make an offer, agent accepted, but you had to pull out because you couldn't find a buyer?
Yeah. Yeah, that happens.
Okay.
That happens. That just happened with the one in Jonesboro that I had on the contract. You
Oh
know.
man.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
that happens. It happens so I'm building up my buyers list right now. I have hundreds of buyers. I think I have like over 640 buyers on my list, but
Mhm.
most of them I haven't talked to personally and kind of like, told them, introduce myself formally, talk to them, got their buy box, confirm that they still looking in the areas that they looking for. Like most of them, I haven't spoke to them yet. I basically send out an email blast or a text message blast or whatever it is. And then the ones that are interested in the properties that I send out, they call me back, and then, I talk to them then. So a lot
Mhm.
of the buyers on my list I haven't talked to. So the thing is, when I get a property, it's like I'm either sending it out to the people who've already bought from me, which is not a lot of people. I think I've got how many buyers bought? Uh, one. Let's see, Udi, Adam, and this other buyer who I don't know who it is because um this lady, I did a joint venture with this lady. I thought she was the buyer, and she wasn't. She was just a wholesaler, and she double closed it to her buyer. And so, I never met the guy or whatever.
Mm. Oh, that's somebody. I think I remember her. You talked to her one day when I was on the phone with you.
Yeah,
I
Paula.
mean, I was in the car with you.
Okay, yeah, Paula. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. So I saw her yeah, exactly. Because actually, you actually saw Paula. You remember we went to that one house. We
Yeah.
basically, and that lady, she was walking through that house. That's her. That's Paula.
Oh, okay.
She
Yep.
bought that house. She bought that house from me. But that guy, I don't know if you remember that guy that was with her. That was her buyer. you know.
Oh,
And so I just didn't know it. I thought she's very good. When you're good, you're not supposed to know that it was a wholesale deal. That's when you're good. So
you thought she was the buyer.
I thought she was the buyer. I
So how
did.
did she introduce this guy when he came?
She just introduced me as her contractor. That's how I do it. I do the same thing. So that's why I was like, she's good because I didn't know, and no one knows when I do it. So she's
And the
good.
buyers do they know that you all are doing that
Oh
or
yeah, they definitely know, and they don't mind at all. I tell them verbatim, like, yeah, I told the listing agent that I was having my contractors come through, so you're the contractor today. We're not gonna discuss price around the agent. We're not gonna discuss anything. We're gonna wait till we leave to discuss all of that stuff.
okay.
And they like,
And
yeah,
they okay with that.
they like, fine, like I don't care, whatever,
Now, don't
whatever we
they
got to do to
know
keep this house.
that they can get these properties cheaper without going through you? I
Yeah,
mean,
of
now
course.
that they've met the owner and they're seeing the property, couldn't they easily make contact with them or look
With
that?
the agent,
Yeah, or can't they just look up on Zillow themselves and see that that the agent is selling his house for a certain amount of money, and here we are, you know. I mean, don't they know that you're getting a profit from that?
yeah,
'Cause
they
I
know
can see it
exactly.
on Zillow.
Yeah, they know. They looking at it. They're seeing that it's listed. They're
But they
seeing
don't care because they getting it at a discount.
right. Yeah, and they don't have the time to be dealing with these properties and talking to these agents, and you see all of this work we doing.
Yeah.
Buyers don't got the time to do all this work.
Mm.
They are sun up to sundown doing houses.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think you'll ever become the buyer
Of
eventually?
course. Of course. Of course. But the thing is this though. So like when we talking about the buyer going around us, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh the buyer is not gonna want to go around us, if we've already negotiated with the homeowner a significant discount. Reason being is because yes, you see that we have it at a deeper price than what's
Mm-hmm.
listed, but you don't necessarily know how deep of a price we have it listed. It could be, $10,000 less than what we offered it to you for, or it could be more than that. You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you don't know how we got this price discounted like that. This when you look at the $50,000 discount, it's
Mm-hmm.
clearly obvious that you guys did some real serious negotiating with these people.
Right. Right.
Uh
Okay.
if we were to come in and go around you guys, we would have to literally open up communication with the agent. We would have to try to build some rapport with the agent, and we would try to have to re-step what you guys did to get this price that low. And there's no guarantee that we will be able to do that. And there's no guarantee how long that's going to take. And if we get caught trying to do it, it's a possibility that you may never work with us again.
Mm.
So it's just easier, better, and simpler to just buy it from you,
Right.
you know,
Right.
and that
So I
really
didn't
is
want
the
to put you on blast during the meeting or anything like that, but I noticed like one of the houses that you were making a call on went against everything that you said. It was a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and it was under 1,000 square feet.
hmm
So um what made you look at that particular house? And then I think it was built 19 was it 1940, 46?
I don't remember, but so I'm mainly just looking at like square footage.
Okay.
Reason I do it is because like I'm in the psychology, the mind of the buyer, basically. Like when I'm looking at properties, I'm not looking at properties as a wholesaler. I'm looking at properties as the buyer. Reason being is because that's my job. My job is to be my buyer's eyes and ears, to be my buyer until he takes over this property, or he or she or whatever it is. So when I'm looking at these properties, I'm thinking like my client is thinking, and I'm saying like, okay, listen, This one is like, it's a little smaller. It's 900 or so square feet or whatever. And it's two
Uh,
bedrooms. It's two bedrooms, one bath. But I know for a fact that I could fit three bedrooms, two bathrooms inside a 1,000 square foot property. You know,
right,
um, that's so that would be the goal. Now, what I'm also realizing is what Elena was saying is that when my client gets this property, yeah, they could keep it at this square footage and put the two
right.
bedrooms, three bathrooms in it and just sell it for the lowest that they could, the lowest high, basically.
Uh-huh.
And that's their prerogative, that's their options. But also my buyer could come in, pop the top or add square footage to the footprint of the property, and then get a higher price or whatever for the property. If they know, most people know that, most people know I could just pop the top, go up, get more square footage, get a higher price.
Right.
Um, but I'm not gonna present it to them that way.
Hmm.
I will present it once I have it under contract. I'll present it like, yeah, you can just pop the top, go up, add more square footage, get more
Right.
money for it. But the ARV that I present to them is going to be the
Mhm.
ARV of properties in that area of that square footage that have been renovated within the last, within the last 6 months, no more than 0.5 miles out. That's the ARV that I'm going to present to my buyer. I'm not going to say like, let's say if it's 900 square, let's say if it's 1,000 square feet, and if you pop it, let's say that at just at that square footage, if you renovate it, let's just say it's worth 300. No. Let's say it's worth 250. If
Okay.
you renovate it at
Mhm.
that square footage, right? Um,
Uh-huh.
250 ARV at 1,000 square feet, three bedrooms, two bathrooms. That's the ARV. Now
Okay.
let's say that for a 2,000 square foot home, whatever bedrooms, bathrooms, the price is, let's just say it's 380 to 400,000,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So when I present this property to my buyer, I'm not going to present them and say, hey, yeah, the ARV is 300, 380 to 400,000. All you got to do is pop the top and go up and you can get it. You know, uh, I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to say is the ARV on this property is 250 at the current square footage, you know, but a lot of investors in the area are popping the top, going up and getting higher prices. If you pop top, go up, you could possibly get more so like 350, 380.
Hmm.
I'll present it to the buyer like that. And I know that they could possibly get 380 to 400, but I'm not going to present it to them as 380 to 400. I'm going to present it to them 350 to 380 so that I could be I could be conservative with my stuff, my offers that I'm basically sending to my numbers basically. I could be conservative with my numbers. And
Hmm.
so basically so yeah, I'll promote the ARV at 250 still, but I know that they can get higher. And that particular property is like I'm thinking about that in my head. It's like, yeah, I know, it's a small footprint, low bedrooms, bathrooms, but my buyer can get this. And at best they can get 250 out of it,
Right.
you know.
Mm.
Or at the worst, they can get 250 out of it. At the best, you
Right.
can probably get 380, 400. But
Mm. You
I'm
was talking
calculating
about
in my head, you know.
getting in touch with that hard money lender, um, um, for that house on Hammond.
Uh-huh.
Uh, haven't you when Don got that house? Wasn't you with him?
You say what?
When Don got that house, wasn't you with him when he got the money through the hard lender?
Nope. He had bought
Private
that
lender?
house. He bought that house before I met him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he showed me that house, basically, you know, that was the house that he, showed me when I met him at Starbucks.
So what do you think happened? What do you think happened? Because that means that he bought the house, so the house was in his name, so the house foreclosed. Wouldn't he have
Uh
foreclosed in his name?
uh